events from last time, and you guys ended up hearing a couple rumors. One of the ones you decided to follow was mystery robberies or thefts at Care Coning. Having just come from there, you guys decided to explore that area further. So you ended up traveling through Bernchander all the way over to Care Dunival to Care Konig and met up with the local tenants there. You discovered there a drunk, let me see here, dragonborn, silver, in town that you thought was a shady individual under a snowdrift, ended up just being a shady speaker in the town itself. Um, you guys went over to the local inn, and from there, you discovered some footprints that led off into the distance. Those footprints quickly transformed from large dwarven feet to ogre in a sled, and you guys were able to follow them to a base which you have discovered on the northeast side of Calvin's Curtain. After discovering that base, you were able to sneak in fairly closely until you were spotted. But in a eh, clever ruse, you snuck in under the local well and crawled up through inside and were able to still surprise the Duergar that are waiting inside. You guys kept them from releasing their ogre pet and ended up dispatching what you think was at least most of them or the main force of them.
Hmm.
So where we left off, you had just slain all of them. So you have around you quite a few bodies. Sure. Four of the regular Durgar, an ogre body that is constantly healing itself, and the large Druger, we believe to be a leader or a captain among that group. So looking over the bodies, most of them are fairly sparse. They don't have a lot of coin on them, but they do all have scale mail and war picks. If you would like to collect any of that, granted they are all sized for dwarves. So some of your larger characters, if you want to go put them on, they would end up being like armored midriffs.
Do the pics look
Well made.
like? Do you wanna? Do we? Are we taking the pics
If
and
you'd like
the
to,
like? Are we
if
putting it in the backpack, or
d-
is
do
that not
you,
your intention?
no, it is. If you guys want that, just let me know you're collecting that gear, and I will load it into the backpack for you.
I mean, yeah, because we could sell them later,
Okay.
but I don't want to cheese your backpack.
No, that's what it's for. You guys also discovered a sled here, so it makes sense that you are able to load all this loot up on a sled if you'd like.
Hmm.
What is scale mail? Is it light or medium?
This is light armor.
I could take one of them.
It's
Scale's not
medium.
light.
It's
Yeah, I think
medium
Is
or
it's
it?
a
heavy.
medium. Yeah.
Well, my game is telling me
Yeah,
it's light armor.
it says
Oh, is
light.
it that issue again?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, have nice things.
Yeah, I can wear it still. I can wear light and medium. Do I get, well, I don't know my barbarian well enough to know if I get a disadvantage by wearing medium armor.
You get a disadvantage for stealth.
I'm already not stealthy.
Yeah, we did discover that yesterday or last time.
Mhm. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can wear it.
Yeah, I would like to take one of those scale mail sets.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
am
you
a dwarf.
can grab them out of the bag if you'd like. Uh, and I'm sure you guys are gonna loot all the bodies.
Yeah.
So the main captain, you do find a good bit of gold on him. So going through
Okay.
his bag, you find 24 gold and 17 silver pieces on him in a small little coin purse. You also find a note that is kind of coiled up inside of his breastplate. And the note reads as follows: Brother, you will find me on the frozen ferry in East Haven. From this new base, the search for Charlatan continues. Long may our father reign over this dark land. Dearth. And I'll copy that in the chat.
Ugh. Gross. I tried putting it in it converted all the fucking
Oh no, what happened?
it converted.
Oh, the platinum? It did that? Did you hit a
Yeah,
button?
it did that because I did manage currency. Oh,
Oh no.
or gold.
Oh.
How do I get anything out of the group backpack?
You should have access to click and drag it onto your character sheet.
Oh, I drug all 5 of them into my character sheet.
Yeah, that's yeah, that won't work.
No, it's okay. I can change it. I can, yeah, reduce one by 5, and then I reduced it down to
Okay.
1.
Yeah, that's fine. So you still have the rest of this area um, undiscovered. Also, you guys can take a short rest here if you'd like. As
How much
recall.
silver did we find?
How much what? Silver? 17 silver. A total of 24 gold and 17 silver.
Okay. Is this ogre still regenerating? And
He's still regenerating.
I'm actually not taking that scale mail. I threw it back into the group bag and
Okay.
removing it because I get unarmed defense bonus and my AC equals more than this mail is.
All right, no problem.
um, can
So you
I
guys
tell?
know there were dwarves that came from the east side and the northwest side, and then actually the south. So
Mhm. Can I tell what is keeping this ogre regenerating?
it appears to be a necrotic force.
Hmm.
Go ahead and make a do an Arcana check.
Oof.
You are not quite sure. You don't have that much familiarity with this type of creature, but you did notice that the
Can
creature
I
before was
can I
unable to
help him
escape.
with that check?
Sure, or you can make your own check if you'd like. Do you want to help him, or do you want to do your own Arcana?
Um, I guess I'll do my own
Okay.
kind of.
Okay. With that's good enough to kind of discern. Some sort of holy damage would be required to possibly counteract this necrotic force that keeps regenerating, or a very precise hit.
Hmm.
So if you're able to do like a melee attack while it was prone on the ground,
So can we
you
like pick?
really need to crit it. So, but if you guys want to spend time to uh, all pile on and attack it, I'll just have it be dead.
I'll stab.
Okay. So a couple of you group around and coordinate your attacks, and I'll thrust down on this creature until it turns from this stench, decaying mass to a kind of a slimy ooze. It starts to dribble out of the cage, and it is not reforming.
Good. And gross.
Yeah.
That is gross.
Okay. You say which? Oh, Merrick's going that way.
Yeah, you're free to explore as you'd like.
Yeah, I'll go this way. I want to throw another glowy rock like that way.
Right. How long do your rocks last?
An hour.
An hour. Okay. All right, and you can, if you're gonna move a rock, just let me know.
Okay.
So this area here, it's just a long room divided into the middle by two open doorways. And you notice in the far southwest corner is an iron lever that's sticking out of the wall there.
I want to sneak.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check. All right.
What's that? Oh,
So you have discovered a. Did you shut the door or open the door?
huh? Was it supposed to be open?
Yeah, it was
It
supposed to be
was
open.
open. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. It in there is a lantern that appears to be alternating colors.
Ah, nice.
So in this room, you see a stone carved bed. Top of it are several shreds of dark crystal, um, as well as a burlap sack that is draped over that light emitting lantern that shifts from blue to green to red.
My ticket.
Okay. All right. You have the lantern. Is there an area you all would like to explore?
I think I saw most of that room. Sorry, what
Yeah,
was in this room over here? A stone bed with a lantern that I took. Oh, is it the magic lantern? Yo.
it was the magic lantern.
We were looking for a lantern and goats, and what else? We found a lantern and goats.
So of the things you also that you're looking for is a bunch of pearls that are carved into beads. They said that were stolen from frozen far expeditions. Was the other part.
Okay. Uh, keep it on the lookout for those.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
over this way.
Okay.
That's just stairs. I mean, there might be something in the stairs. Yeah, but I wanted to check this room because I don't know what this does for There's a bunch of doors down here.
Okay. So, talk. This chamber appears to be a cell block lined with stone doors that have a small barred window set into them, about dwarf's height. Snow and wind enter through this room through a barred northeast corner that looks out amongst the bunker that guards the main entrance. Inside, actually, there appears to be a groaning inside some of the cells to the south.
Okay.
And hard route, the door opens to a large, near empty room that snow is drifted into the corners. In the front, frost covers the stone walls. 3 barred openings overlook the snow grounds from outside the stronghold. That is where you were spotted from before. And there's a staircase that is going down into a lower chamber.
Okay. I'm gonna come over here and be like, "Hey guys, I found groaning." You found groaning? Yep.
Like in The Simpsons.
In there is groaning. I will
Those
investigate
lower
the
cells
source
appear
of
to
the
have
groaning.
some sort of creature.
Which ones?
The ones to the
South.
south is where you're hearing stuff.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh, that was so well timed. Because then the sound effect happened and then the game paused. 10 out of
All
10.
right.
It's a beholder.
Go ahead and roll for initiative here.
Oh my gosh, I'm watching Last of
Wow.
Us right now.
Oh, it double clicked.
Spore Servant.
So out of this doorway comes a creature. Looks like initially humanoid, but it has mushrooms and kind of tendrils coming out of its body, out of its mouth, out of its eyes. It appears to be turning into a fungus style plant creature. And as it sees you, it heads in your direction. All right, it's going to go ahead and try to make an attack at Talk here. Oops.
Sorry.
13 hit you.
Nope.
Okay. It tries to reach out one of his mushroom covered hands, and you're able to dodge out of the way. Garm.
We'll step back.
You also notice these creatures don't have eyes.
And I will shoot him. Hit.
We're still level 2s, right?
Yes, you're currently still level 2s.
I'll do it non-sharpshooter.
Okay. Ooh.
How did I know?
Slightly disgusted by the appearance of this weird once humanoid creature, Your shot veers off and misses.
Ugh. I'm
Anything
done.
else you'd like to do? Okay.
I'm done.
Oh no.
This one here is going to go after hard root. 10 probably misses.
Nope.
Hard root, you're up next.
I'm gonna shillelagh and swing at this thing.
All right.
Oof.
A 10 will just miss.
Alrighty. I'm done.
Merrick.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on the one by Hard Root.
Okay.
So you'll, yep.
-1.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Them ones though.
Big guns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're starting off good. All right. Anything else from you, Merrick?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Mara.
I'm gonna move and rage.
All right.
1 second. To make sure I have me self-selected. Let's see. Never mind. I'm just trying to do the fancy thing, but never mind. Okay. Raging.
Right away.
All right, and I'm gonna hit.
Okay. Ooh, easily connect with your axe. Go and roll for damage. With combined effort from you and Hard Root, this creature is slain.
Excuse me.
That was it.
The lizard did 1 damage.
Oh, I apologize,
I win.
Merrick and Mara. Hard Root was there for emotional support.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important thing.
All right, Mara. Anything else from you?
That's all I can do.
All right.
Behind door number 3.
Popping out everywhere. It's gonna go after Talk. Ooh, 18. Big numbers here. Whopping 4 damage. And this one's gonna go after Hard Root. 16.
Yep.
2 damage.
Oof.
Talk is up next.
I'm gonna pull out my short sword and dagger
All right.
and attack that guy.
23 hits.
I'm gonna stab him with the bonus action for dual wield thingy.
All right. 14 hits.
I'm done.
All right. Slashing to the creature. Barely able to stand, but he is still up. Garn.
Yep, whoops.
Ooh,
I'll
brave.
attack the one on my right.
All right. $11 just misses.
Okay. I'm done.
This one here is also going to go after Hard Root.
Yep.
Cool, 3 damage. This one's going to go after Garn. Ooh, 7 damage on Garn.
There goes Garn, taking the big hits again.
All right. Top of the round. We have this guy up here. He's going to go after Garden. And misses, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. Garm is up next.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot the guy that's almost dead.
All right.
Maybe we'll see. Non-sharpshooter. Non-sharpshooter.
Okay.
Hey,
Easy hit.
nice. 11 damage.
That will finish that creature off.
Nice. That's my turn.
All right. Hard Root is up next.
I will green flame blade the corner guy.
Okay. Easy hit.
Well, that didn't work. Show off. So 8
Ooh.
damage.
Yep. Solid hit.
And then the guy next to him takes 3 fire damage.
Ooh, nice.
From green fire that it's fire damage too, if that matters.
A little bit of cleave.
Actually, were they both fire?
Yes, they were both fire.
Ooh. The fungi are sensitive to fire.
Yeah, you notice that your fire seems extra potent against these creatures.
Nice. Burn
Right.
it with fire.
Nicely done. All right, so this guy is gone here.
Oh, he's gone?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, you trucked it. He does.
This one is still alive.
No,
No.
this one's also dead. Here, I'll just get rid of him here. Whoops. Did that.
Another challenger approaches.
All right. Merrick.
I'm gonna scooch over here. And I will attack the one that is below Garn.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Vicious Mockery again.
All right. That is a whopping 6. That's you succeed. Oh.
I got 1.
Where they just do
Woo!
Feels like your pure intent is harming these creatures, but they may not fully understand your insults. All right. Anything else from Mirek?
Nope, that'll be it.
You're just warming them up. Mara.
I'm gonna move over here and I'm
Okay.
gonna hit this one because after seeing the fire come out of Hardroot, I'm like, you're fine. You got this. I'm gonna swing recklessly.
Okay. All right. You swing reckless. Oh yeah. Definitely hits. Oh, that's spicy.
Yeah, I forgot to add use my macro with the rage bonus.
That creature is destroyed as you cut that one half. You and Mirek are making a really good combination here.
And I think
Okay.
I'm able to move one up. I'm gonna go ahead and do that just to
Okay.
help shield Garn a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, I'm good.
This creature is gonna go ahead and try to swing at Garn. 6 will miss. Talk is up next.
stab.
That yep.
Oof.
10 will miss.
I'm gonna try with my offhand.
Yep. Your offhand is able to connect.
Nice. With some sneak attack.
Ooh. That's the spicy damage. That's
Ow.
the wrong person. All right.
Oof.
Come on. Your bar is way bigger than his is.
That's what she said.
Oh. All right. Garn. You're up next.
I'll attempt to attack him again.
You got this. There's only one guy left.
There's 2 guys.
Hey.
He's
Well,
left.
right next to him. That will hit. Yep. That will slay this creature here.
That
Double roll.
you re-rolled your 2 and your 1 to a 5 and a 6.
That's nice.
That's much better. All right. And this last one, one-on-one with Hardroot. I'm going to try to attack.
Ooh. Oh dear.
That does crit. Whopping 10.
Okay, so piercing. I'm gonna do this. I just take it and it bounces off my skin.
Did you shrug too? Like, eh.
Is that a reaction you can just do?
Yeah, I have like 2 uses of it a day.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a reaction to just, yeah, fuck you, buddy. Every turn I do this.
All right.
No.
Nicely done that
Yeah,
round.
that was a good use of it.
All right. Garm,
All right.
you're up.
I'm gonna ready a shot here.
Are you gonna take it?
I'm gonna yell at Hardroot to pull up his socks. Bam!
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Solid hit. Make sure I damage the right one this time. And with that, you guys slay all these creatures in the jail cell.
Yay.
All right.
That was pretty
Nicely
good.
done. Yeah, that
Even
was
with
good.
Eric's vicious mockery of 1.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
All right. So you see stairways descending to your left into another room.
Can we check the cells out? Is there anything in them?
You spend time opening up the cells. They are all empty, other than those creatures and some fungus on the walls.
Mhm. Do we want to take a short rest?
Maybe
I'm fine with that.
this for now.
I mean, seems as good a place as any to take a
Ooh.
breather.
Mhm.
You got a bonfire?
Is this door locked?
I can if you want.
What door? No, it's not locked.
I want to ask, maybe Hardroot? Hardroot, do you know what those creatures were?
Mm. Do I know what they are?
You've heard of similar or a similar type of creature in the Underdark, usually belonging to the Myconids. But what these are is they look like there may be infected humans
Mm.
of like some kind of
Ghosts.
Myconid ability or something else. You're not quite sure.
So, yes, these appear to be infected humans, infected with some sort of underdark mushroom.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That's terrifying.
There are mushroom people in the Underdark, and these appear to be infected by them.
All right. So you guys want to lay here, or do you want to explore the next room before you?
We're taking a
take
short
a
rest
rest.
here.
Okay, right here. All right. You guys go ahead and rest against wherever you want to rest, either the floor, the corner, or if anybody wants to rest in a cell, please let me know.
I don't think I will, actually.
Did you use your second wind already? Guys who had it?
Garn did,
Yeah.
and I just used mine before.
I fully myself with it.
Oh, bros, I don't have any more rages for the day. I can't get angry.
Oh no.
I'm out of anger.
Yeah, we'll level barbarian cast sucks. Gotta use them sparingly.
Well, that's barbarian. You get proficiency rages per day.
So when do you get more? Just per level?
No, it's like you only ever get up to like 5.
And when you get the next one? Proficiency, you said?
Yeah,
level
your proficiency.
5.
All right. So you guys finish your short rest.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to continue on.
I remember having a lot more in Pathfinder.
Because you had con mod in Pathfinder.
Are
Are we leveling?
peep
No.
down? That was a short rest,
Short
not a long
rest.
rest.
You need a long rest. Yep.
Oh, I thought you said short rest.
Gonna peek down the stairs.
It looks to be a room flanked by other smaller rooms. You do see a sack over in the corner, stashed against the wall. 2 doors are open. The other ones are currently closed. And as you look inside the rooms, they appear to be bedrooms.
Bedrooms next to cells? That's kind of weird.
What's in the sack?
So in the sack is in the sack and down here are a few things. In this room here, you find a set of 3 daggers, a set of woodcarver's tools, a set of navigator's tools, fishing tackle, a potion of healing, 73 silver pieces, and a bag containing 25 pearls carved into beads.
Beads or bees?
Beads. like decorative beads.
Like the thing we're looking for, and not just a bunch
Yes.
of bees.
Yes. Although bees would be quite hilarious.
Found a bunch of pearl bees.
And let me make sure this is working. Yep. Okay. So you should have access to that other sack that was in the sleeping room. I believe it's under your inventory. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I lack the permission to move the item.
Oh no. Should have full ownership.
We'll just take the
Done-
sleeping room with us.
He said you don't want to wake it up though.
So it's not letting you move stuff into your backpack?
Nope.
Frustrating.
User Emery lacks permission to update item.
All players should be owners. All right, see if that made any difference at all.
Nope.
Nice. Glad this is working out. I'll just transfer everything to your sack. Get rid of that bag. All right.
Okay. Was that it for the items that we know that we're missing?
Yes, that was the lantern and the beads, and then the goats were the main items that they mentioned to you. Now, however much of that was gold and silver, you're not quite sure. So you have finished exploring the south side. You still have the northeast side if you'd like to explore more, or you guys can head out.
Fully explore.
I'm gonna wait for people up here by the front door. Okay. So let's go down these stairs. Where's Thalk at?
Isn't that dude you shot in here still in here? Or did you kill him?
The what?
Somebody shot a dwarf in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
he-
killed him.
Yeah, he came and
Yeah.
opened the door. And he was big.
He was a big guy.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
That guy.
Peek down the stairs here.
Okay. In
I
this
want to
room,
sneak out there.
you see piles of equipment pushed against the wall of this room. Looks like an armory. And then to the south is an open hatch that leads underground.
Alright, let's go to the Underdark.
Let's loot this place.
Okay.
What's in here?
So in the armory, there are 3 war picks, 9 javelins, 2 sets of scale mail, 2 shields, 2 climbers kits, 4 mess kits, in addition to a healer's kit and a hunting trap.
What's the healer's kit?
It's a leather pouch that has bandages, salves, and splints. As an action, you can expend 1 use of the kit to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine check.
Hmm.
In the hunting trap, you can use your action to set it, and it forms a sawtooth ring that snaps shut when a creature presses on the plate in the center.
Okay.
Would you like all these items, or are you going to leave anything behind?
I mean, I don't think we need to take the mess kits.
Okay.
And I don't know, Mira, do you want javelins?
No, I'm good.
Could be useful for throwing.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm not gonna throw shit. I'm gonna run and attack it.
Okay.
Right.
We'll take the scale mail and the climbers kits.
Okay. Got those. And we'll leave the war picks, javelins, shields, and mess
Actually,
kits.
I'll take the javelin. How many
Okay.
are there?
9.
Okay. 9. Alright. I'll have 13 javelin.
And then in the ogre room was still a sled.
Mm-hmm. I figure we'll use that to get out of here with.
Yeah. Considering you guys have
you know-
about 400 pounds of loot.
I told you I didn't.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Since we already have war picks and shields, might as well take those too.
Okay.
Just
Why should we keep it?
where should we keep it? I don't want their mess kits though. I don't need.
You don't want the mess kits? Are you sure?
I don't need Dwegar forks.
You don't need more
Spoons.
forks and cooking pans and plates. And
No.
Napkins?
Okay, so the hatch is open.
The hatch is open.
I assume it just leads to the hatches are open. Somebody want to go poke around down there? I assume it's just a
Yeah, I'll peek.
bunker.
I'll peek down the hatch.
how will you see? Are you gonna
Where
throw
did Merrick go?
Where is Merrick?
Probably.
I'm gone.
Are you under
No,
somebody?
I was in
Did
this
somebody-
room. Maybe somebody moved on there. Yeah, I
Dolphin
want to
on you.
sneak up and peek in
Okay.
there.
You see the tunnel that you went through is pitch black, and you are in a dark room with only light coming from it is from those slits.
Oh. I want to make one of my pebbles.
Okay.
So that I can see. Is there anything in here?
There's just a small table that's in the corner that looks like the Druger that was here was just sitting at playing cards.
Can I peek through the slits and see if there's anything outside we should be worried about?
Make a perception check.
Perception. Nope. Nothing to see
It
there.
appears to be clear. I would say I didn't have it when I gave you guys the list. You also have a heavy crossbow that you got from that one Duragard that was in this room.
Okay.
So if you want to head back there.
Yep. Nobody was in there. And I looked outside and I didn't see anything.
Well, we should gather these things and head back to town then, I think.
So it was late in the day when you guys left because you traveled a full day and then came out here.
Right.
So it is evening.
So why don't we gather those goats and find a secure place to camp here in the fortress for tonight?
Were there beds in those bedrooms?
There are 4 beds in the bedrooms.
Okay, we'll go down there then.
Here, I'll help you.
And the drawbridge is up, right?
Yeah, it's up.
Everyone's flying.
Whoops. Oh gosh, unbundle. There we go.
Yeah, it was over here.
We want to keep the goats with us.
Yeah.
Sled, pack the sled full of stuff.
Okay.
I want to. Oh, the ogre body disappeared.
Yep. It was
I
just
wanna-
a pile of goo.
I want to jam as many dwarf bodies into the cistern as I can.
Okay. You spend some time piling and crushing the Duergar bodies into that cistern. Kind of jump on top of them, wedge them down pretty tight. All right. You guys want to take a long rest here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll give everybody a good berry. And the goats.
All right. So with that, let me go ahead and import all of your characters. Anybody not ready?
You're not going to import items, right?
I hope not.
Okay.
One of these days, I want to try to export all of your stuff into D&D Beyond. So I am ignoring your image, your weapons, other equipment, and currency. So name, hit point, XP, hit die, features, classes, bio, languages, spell slots, and spells. Does that sound right?
That sounds about right.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
You should be updated.
I appear to be updated.
All right.
And I still appear to have all my stuff.
Awesome. That's always a good sign. All right. Were you guys going to keep anyone up on watch?
Yeah, I'll do a watch.
I can do a watch.
Yeah, I'll probably do one too.
All right. Everybody should now be on their 3rd level character.
Hey,
All right. So who is going to do the first watch and where are you going to do that watch at?
I can go first. I was gonna be here so I can look out the window.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else can be on the first watch.
Yeah, I'll join them.
Okay. Okay, both of you go ahead and give me a perception checks as you are looking out, covering the entrance and this area in general. Okay. You both feel fairly secure behind this large stone structure. It is fairly quiet except for the strange whistling that you hear as the wind kind of blows past the variety of openings within, little bits of snow blowing in through, but you guys are, as far as you know, very well protected, and you don't see anything that has approached your area.
Okay. I'll go sleep.
Right.
Slam that door.
All right. Next group.
I can be the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception checks. Okay. All right. Both of you elected to stay in this small, secluded room. Easy enough. It's not hard to see. You only have one entryway that you had to watch. Other than sounds of snoring from the northeastmost room, it's uneventful. You guys wake again in the morning, fully rested and now leveled up.
Yay.
Good morning.
Ah.
Good morning.
Hey.
I feel stronger.
All this combat.
I have one additional rage. I'm gonna be a little more angry.
Nice. Well, shall we take off towards town then?
Yep.
Trying to find your spirit. Figure out how to do that. We'll have to play with that and see. All right. So you guys head on out and are able to
I want to go
continue
play with
on
this
your
lever
journey.
quick.
Yeah, you want to play the lever? Sure.
I want to go play with the lever.
Probably raises and lowers the drawbridge.
That's what I was thinking, but I'll play with the lever.
as you pull that lever, those two openings to your right, 10-foot spikes emanate from those and completely shut off those two rooms.
Where'd Doc go?
Getting himself trapped.
I take a piss. What'd you do, Nate?
I went to go play with this lever before we left.
Where?
Up by where the boss was.
How long was it back to town?
A couple hours.
All right, so we have our sled packed up and our goats.
Yes, you do.
Did you talk to goats yet?
Oh no, I can talk to the goats. Well, the goats
Well,
have.
goats have.
Shit, I could talk to the goats too.
So do I have to pull the lever to make the spikes go away?
Yeah. If you pull the lever back down, they retract back into the floor.
Okay.
It is a manual trap / a way to isolate individuals on either side.
So how do we do the drawbridge? Just start pushing on it?
Yeah, basically there's another gear that you're able to turn.
Oh,
The drawbridge.
Go
ahead.
I want to load up the leader dwarf body.
Okay. So you get all the gear that you guys have recovered and throw the corpse of that leader on your cart.
Are we taking the goats with us?
Yeah, I'm taking the goats. You want to talk to the goats?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for pulling me and the goats. You could talk to the goats.
Okay, I will talk to the goats. What do the goats have to say? Hey, goat.
Trying to communicate to the goats. They just stare at you. These appear to be very dim-witted goats.
Follow us to safety.
And they kind of nod, and
We are friend.
one of the goats comes over and licks you, and you get this real slimy, sticky saliva covered your hand.
Very good.
That's my goats.
Totes my goats. Okay. Well, I think we should be heading out of here.
We have a fortress if we ever need one.
That's true.
All right. So you guys venture on out. Back into the tundra around the northeast side of Calvin's Kern and make your way. Anybody going to be pushing or pulling the sled? Or are you all going to take turns?
Figure I can help pull it. 'Cause
I
I'm
can help.
big.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help too.
I'm not strong, but I'm big.
What, yeah, I'll do that. I'll turn into a draft horse.
Oh.
Big, powerful horse, huh?
Okay.
You flexing your new ability?
Uh-huh.
So Hardroot turns into a large horse as you guys take some of the bits of rope that you have. Possibly it was used from the ogre to kind of wrap around his neck, and he is easily able to pull your heavy weighted sled through the snow. Along your journey, everyone give me a perception check, please.
Very perceptive horse.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Please.
Emmy, are you able to understand us in your form?
I can understand you, but I can't talk.
Okay.
So, as you guys are traveling,
Mm-hmm.
both Garm and Hardroot, for a brief moment as you are traveling, party ahead, you notice that it appeared briefly that something was following Mara. Either that or she was leaving some very peculiar footprints.
Hmm.
Should
What?
should we check it
Isn't
out?
she with us? Is she ahead of us?
She was kind of walking to the side of you all. Kind of even with you, and I would say Garm is following her.
What do I notice about her footprints that are particular?
They look to be not as wide as her normal boot prints usually are. A bit shorter, rounded, almost like a paw of some sort.
What?
There's a brief moment. Yeah, like a
Paw?
paw. Yeah, like a bear paw.
Oh, okay.
But it could have just been a figment of your imagination. You're not quite sure. Walking out amongst the snow, things have a way of playing tricks on you.
Level I don't
I
know.
need some more whiskey. And I'm gonna take a drink of whiskey from my flask.
Okay. Are you going to use the special dwarven whiskey?
No, not yet. Just my regular stuff.
Okay.
I have an idea, but I'm a horse. Horses
Oh,
can have
shit.
ideas.
Oh,
I can't speak because I'm horse.
I have an idea. I'm gonna look at hard roots in horse form. It's like, can I ride you?
Yeah.
Yes. Or shake your head. No. Yes.
Nay.
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 Fair enough.
Maybe if I wasn't pulling a wagon.
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah. Do it.
Right. After a few hours journey, this is the 8th day so far that you guys have known each other. You guys make it to the outskirts of Caer Konig.
My
You
wild
see
hair
the
wears off after that.
okay. It kind of appears as you guys are approaching the outskirts of town, Hardroot shifts back into human form. And you guys are kind of on the north sides, pretty close to the Frozen Far Expedition Hall. To the east side of you is the Northern Light, which is the inn that you were at before.
That was the one that they're the ones that had the stuff stolen.
Correct.
Okay. Well, we should probably return the stolen goods and then.
You have the bead
Sell.
stone and the light stone.
Huh?
Did
The
they have
beads, the lights, and the goats.
Okay.
So Frozen Far Expeditions had the let's see here, had
Lamp.
the pearls stolen. The Northern Light Inn is the one that had the light stolen on it.
And who had the goats?
You're not quite sure who had the goats. You just know that there was reports of goats were stolen.
Okay then. Let's go to the inn first and give them their lantern back.
Okay. Here.
Gonna drag this sled.
I missed it.
Okay.
Did you talk to the goats already?
Yeah, they're kind of dumb.
They're kind of dumb.
They're kind of. They don't talk too much. Goat brained.
Okay, so you head to the Northern Light Inn, where you met Allie and her other owner, Corey, that were in there before. Allie is the one that usually manages the bar. So she is cleaning up in the morning. It is still, well, it's pre-lunch before you guys walk in. She looks all at you, is like, friends, you're back early. Safe, Dewey, did you leave last night, or did you just find a place to sleep?
We were on the hunt.
Oh, really? What did you find?
We're a point to hard route and tell them to pull.
You're the one talking, my dude.
Oh,
You.
I thought you had that lantern on you.
Oh, we have it like in the sled.
All right.
You can.
Buried in the pile of crap on someone's
Pull out
sled.
the lantern for.
Wait, are we inside or outside? Because if we're outside, there's a corpse lying on the wagon.
You are
yeah, there-
inside. You can choose to leave the sled outside, or you want to
There is
take
a
Yeah, I
pieces of it
figured.
in. Yeah.
So Ryan.
So who's talking?
Ryan.
Oh, is this? We think you found your lantern here.
Oh my! Yes, it is. You found it. Where was it at?
In a fort.
In a what?
In a
There's-
fort. Surrounded by dwarves.
The dwarves. So it was true. The dwarves have been stealing our stuff. I knew it. Hey,
Well-
Corey! I was right. The dwarves did
No.
it.
They, not the dwarves that you think it was.
Oh, some other mountain then?
They were gray.
Oh. Those types of dwarves.
Just slight bit of racism there.
Hey, your friend said dwarf.
They were.
The only dwarves I know much around here are the mountain variety. They don't trade with us much.
Well, are you nice to them when they come down?
We try to be. And most of the wares that we have are less than the quality that they prefer.
Right. Expert craftsmen, obviously.
It's hard to sell to those folk. But I do find it very grateful. I don't have much coin to pay you, but you are free to have a room and board here for the next week whenever you'd like.
Week? Oh, I thought that would at least be a couple of months. But...
Months? Oh no, I can't afford to feed you and house you for months. I'll go broke.
Well,
I don't have
it
much to
wouldn't be
begin
every
with.
day. It'd just be, when we're passing through.
I will say I will give you 7 days of housing and food.
Oh, right. That's
Here's
good.
your little wooden tokens. You just turn one of these in, and I'll get you a room and food for you.
Many things.
Thank you, thank you.
Did you find other things?
We did. Do you know who, by chance, was missing a couple of goats?
Yeah, one of the farmers, Travis, I believe had some goats missing. I can take those to him if you'd like. He usually comes in after fishing in the evening.
Do you want to hand them to him ourselves, or would you like the innkeeper to do it? Do you think?
I trust the innkeeper. She'll take good care of the goats.
All right.
Oh,
We put them
I
in
will
your
definitely take
hands.
care of him. Thank you very much. I'm sure he'd be most appreciative. I'm glad you are all safe.
Mhm.
Well, if you need of anything,
We'll be sure to let you know.
much appreciated. But before you go, she would you like all like breakfast?
It sounds
I
good
have
to
some
me.
porridge,
Yeah, sounds great.
some dried fruit, and then a bug of ale for each of you if you'd like.
Yeah. I'd like some eggs.
Sounds delicious.
She pulls a big pot from behind the counter that has a wooden ladle on it full of a real thick porridge. Next to it are a couple bowls of dried fruits and some spices, and then she pulls a nice foamy mug of ale for each of you if you'd like it.
What do you know about East Haven? Anything happening down there?
East Haven. Oh, I don't get to travel to the big cities too much. Have you never been?
Once or twice, but it's been years.
East Haven itself is a very comfortable place. One of the larger cities around, obviously, smaller than Bernchander, and I think they're about even size or close to it with Targos. The speaker is known to be very humble and kind, which is also quite nice. They do have a fairly good group of soldiers. Hopefully, none of it will ever be needed.
You heard any trouble coming down from there recently?
Trouble? No, I can't say that I'm aware of much trouble. Why? Have you heard something?
A suspicion. That's all.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you what. If you're ever in for a good time, I've heard that the seance is pretty exciting.
The seance? Is that an inn down there?
So at the end, so the White Lady Inn, it's a decent tourist spot, but there's this interesting figure
Did
that
you
likes
say
to.
the White Lady Inn?
Yeah. That White Lady is a rumored ghost speak that walks along the lake. Rumor has it that her husband had drowned or got murdered. I don't quite know. But I've heard that there's a pretty exciting folk that's down there. A man that is doing seances to speak to the ghost. I think it's honestly just a way to get some coin, but
I mean, probably more often than not, right?
I mean, got to make a living somehow, right?
That's true.
But other than that, I haven't heard too much about it, honestly.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for your asking or answering my question.
Oh, of course. Been most kind. Well, if you guys need anything else, please stop in.
Thank you. We'll head on out then. Gather
Safe travels, my friends.
You too.
Haha. Not going too far.
We head over to the Frozen Expeditioners.
Yeah. Frozen Far Expeditions.
Yeah. Head over there, give them their pearls back, sell the garbage, give them the dwarf.
Okay.
See if there's a bounty for Dwygars. Or maybe the watch wants the Dwygars. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
thinking about taking.
Whose body is this?
Right, I was gonna take part of it at least back to my boss at the other town.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys travel over to Frozen Far Expedition. So those of you, I don't know if any of you recall, but you see the same individual that is behind the counter from before, an older woman, Etna Swift, that you interviewed before when you guys were all looking for Garrett. As you guys walk in, you hear a little bell ring in the top corner. The place is fairly well stacked with adventuring gear and supplies, whatever you may need. Yes, what can I help you with?
Hello. We have
I've seen you all recently, several days ago, looking for Garrett.
indeed. We found, in fact,
You found him?
and
Wait,
he's-
alive?
barely.
Oh wow! When I never heard you see you all come back, I just assumed the worst. Actually, I assumed you all died. I can't wait to
Oh.
work with him again. He was a delight.
Well, I think he's taking some time to recover, and I'm sure he'll be back.
Oh, don't fault him at all. It can be pretty dangerous up here. But what can I do for you? Are you looking for supplies?
We have things to sell and supplies to barter for, I guess.
Oh,
I don't. Are we able to sell things to merchants?
yeah, you can sell stuff to her.
Okay.
Should they buy certain things or everything?
She doesn't have. Looking around, you don't see a lot of weapons and armor. It's more of adventuring supplies that she has. But you may be able to sell some stuff to her. You would think that your best place to get supplies and a good profit would be back in Burnshander with Garn. Since you already have a decent rapport with him, he'd probably give you a better rate.
Yeah.
Somebody's
And
must
also
get some shit from them.
we happen to come across something we think may be yours.
Oh, what is that?
And I'll pull out the beads.
Oh my, those were stolen about a week ago. Where did you ever find them?
Oh, out and about.
She kind of, her eyes kind of narrow. You didn't have anything to do with this, did you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, good then.
There were some sneak thieves about.
We took their fingers, don't worry.
Well, I am awfully glad you took care of it. Definitely. I think I can give you a bounty. Are you interested?
Perhaps. Maybe.
Let me see what I have here. And you hear rustling around in a little wooden chest behind her. I can offer you 45 gold is what I have. As a reward.
Group. Am I speaking for the group or?
I don't know.
Yeah,
you
you're speaking for me?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Apparently
Oh,
you're
no.
not.
Okay.
Oh no, we would hate to get a bounty.
Yeah, you're speaking for us until you start saying something I don't like.
Oh no, I would hate to have that bounty you're negotiating for.
Does she look well off or not? She's
She looks like her clothes are put together fairly well. They're not flashy. They're just not run down. They're well cared for.
Well, it's a company anyway that.
Yeah.
So. That will be more than plenty. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Except the 45 gold.
very
Okay,
kind.
yep.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead and add 45 gold to your backpack.
What's your charisma on heart root?
10.
Nice. Me too.
Alright.
Oh, well, no, mine's 8. So.
So
Mine
having
mine is 0.
You are the voice of the group, Emily.
Uh-oh. No, no, we have a bard.
Lyric in there.
she's not that type of bard.
You have a loot lizard.
Loot lizard.
She's on
Having-
mute. How's she gonna?
Indeed.
Huh?
I said indeed.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We will be on our way then.
Well, hope to see you back around.
Mm-hmm.
Take
What
care.
do you know about these goats?
We left the goats
What?
at the inn.
Oh shit, I wasn't.
Wait.
You ain't got no goats.
My bad. There's no goats. It was a joke. Goodbye.
Okay, okay. And then you like hurry out.
And now you know why you are doing that. And us doing this.
Well, shall we head to Burnshander to sell our wares with the dwarves and then perhaps head to Goodmead to follow that lead?
Sounds like a plan.
Wonderful plan.
Yep,
What do
sounds
you,
good.
Just
we-
looking at
are we by ourselves right now? Ish.
You can be, yeah. The streets aren't too busy.
I'm gonna ask Harvey, what do you think about the East Haven lead?
which one was that?
The Frozen Fairy with his brother, the dwarf brother.
Gonna be honest, the only one I remembered was Goodmead. So
Oh no.
So when you guys
We-
looted the body of that guy in charge, you found a note on him that referenced. I put it in chat. Where is it at? Come on, chat.
Actually, they
not
have
in-
another encampment at East Haven.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Man, this battle takes up a lot of space, doesn't it?
mhm. Well, if we need to go to East Haven, that's fine. Do you want to go to Burnshander first to unload?
Yeah.
And get some dogs.
You'll get some dogs.
Get
Maybe.
some dogs.
Okay. Easy enough. You guys are able to make your way out towards Burnshander. Are you going to be going across the tundra, or are you going to stay on the roadway?
Let's stick to the road.
Okay.
Yeah, until we get some dogs.
Okay. Road is easier to travel and actually quite a bit faster than over tundra. All right. So you guys head on out. It's kind of late evening at this time. If you do travel the whole way, well, you're 12 hours of travel away. So you could either camp halfway or most of the way there like you did before, or you could try to push it to make it overnight. It's up to you.
Let's camp because
Yeah,
Okay.
we can go camp at
Yeah.
the crossroads again.
Okay.
Like
So
we-
easy journey as you guys are traveling. The roads are safer, so you don't have to worry about any kind of creatures or anything else. So if you'd like to have any discussions amongst yourselves as you are all traveling, you may.
well, I think we're just after the Dwiggers at this moment.
Mhm.
So after a easy travel, it's starting to get later. You guys are able to bed down where you did at the crossroads. Still found a little depression where you had your camp set up before. Easy enough. Set something up and take a rest. Are you guys gonna have keep
Yes.
watch out tonight?
Gotta have watches.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take a watch.
I'll go second watch this time.
I guess I'll help her on first.
I'll help with second watch.
I don't
All
have
right.
dark
You don't have what?
Dark vision.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead before we do our watches. We'll go ahead and take a little break.
Okay.
See you guys in about 5-ish minutes.
Alright.
if we fight any more of those mushroom people. I'm gonna turn into a giant badger.
Why not a snake? Cat's a snake.
All right. Is everybody back? We're still waiting.
I think
Ashley's not back.
Okay.
I just heard Bethany walk upstairs.
Well, we can go ahead and do the selling piece. That way we won't miss anything on that part.
Okay.
So you guys arrive into Burnchander. It is, again, early afternoon as you make the rest of your journey from the Forks. And you don't know your way around Burnchander that well yet, but easy enough going through the main entrance to find towards the middle of the town, Black Iron Blades is where you met some lovely dwarves before. So since it's such an exciting topic, who's going to try to present things to sell?
I think since it's dwarves, maybe the dwarf should talk.
Okay.
Because she's famous.
And she's famous.
Oh, yeah.
I have no charisma though.
No one does.
You don't need charisma if you have dwarf.
I do.
Perfect.
Do you want to
All
talk
right.
to
Yeah, you don't need charisma if you have dwarf. I think Mirik might be able to try.
I have
And
charisma.
I'll be with her and I'll support her.
Okay. All right. So
All right, what am I selling?
that is also a good question. What are you guys selling?
I would say sell everything but the consumables and the tools.
Okay.
So
Okay, you're gonna sell all the javelins as well. You're gonna keep those.
That's up to Mira.
I'm keeping the javelin.
Okay.
Do not
What about
sell the cart?
They're already
Right.
in my bag. Like I took them.
Okay. Well, there's still 9 in the group backpack. So do you mean remove them out of there?
Yeah, I put all 9 in my inventory.
Okay. What about the heavy crossbow? You guys selling that too?
I don't need it. unless somebody
Yeah.
else wants it.
Heavy crossbow's a D10,
Correct.
but it has loading.
Yep.
Actually,
What's that, like a turn per something round or what?
it means you can only attack it once per round.
Yeah, and it takes like a move action to reload it.
Ah, gotta stand still then.
Yeah, it takes a move action to reload. Yeah. I'll take the heavy crossbow.
Okay.
I was thinking I was a longbow boy, but I'm a fighter. There's no reason I
Thank
can't use a heavy crossbow.
You can always sell it later.
Are you human too?
No.
Daggers as well. Getting rid of the. So we have the war picks and the daggers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. Scale mail and shields.
Yeah, I
All
did.
right.
Yeah, because I didn't take the scale mail.
Okay.
I am gonna stroll up to these dwarves and tell them about the most amazing goods that we have and how they're better than any of the other goods that anybody is selling to them.
Ah, do tell me. How good are your wares?
I love how you come in insulting the dwarves right away.
Well, I mean, these are probably dwarven made.
These are dwarven good. These are special goods made by dwarves. I mean, look at the quality.
There you go.
I do see the quality is quite nice. I don't know the maker's mark though. Where did you find these?
In the mountains.
Fair enough. So you're looking to sell the lot, huh? Wow, this will won't have to make any of these items for quite a while. Go ahead and give me a charisma check or persuasion if you have it.
Charisma. Persuasion.
Mhm.
I'll do persuasion.
With Mara there, get advantage.
Yeah,
Oh.
because these, even if you
She's-
couldn't sell these as is, you could definitely take the part.
He still has Mara's flyer on the back of his shop.
All right.
All right. Well, how about this? With your group discount, usually only plan to give it to you for selling things, but I feel like I can move these fairly easily. I'll give you a little bonus. How about, let me see here, and I'm gonna do a little bit of this. 240 gold for the lot.
Merrick kind of turns to Mira to see if that's an appropriate price. Because Merrick is just lizard.
These dwarves wouldn't do us dirty. I look over at them. Because I trust.
Right.
Make a investigation or insight check.
Me or Mira? Both of
Mira.
us.
You can as well if you'd like. With all the soot on his face, he's a little hard to read. Plus, dwarven beard and mustache. It's hard to read a dwarf. So got you a deal then.
Are you sure is deal?
It's better than I'd offer other folk.
Okay.
He holds out his hand to shake.
Merrick just pats his hand.
He
I will
kind of moves
I
his
will
hands
shake
to
his hand.
Mara. Okay.
Yeah, I would.
All right. So with that, he takes the war picks, daggers, armor, and shields.
For how much?
240 gold. And you guys just lost some 320 pounds off your cart.
Yay.
Yay.
And, well, luckily, gold is
Hey,
magically light. All right, so now that you guys are full up on gold,
Dogs.
you gonna go for
Dogs.
dogs? Okay.
Oh, for the sled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not just to have. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get
not.
Oh, I thought
crazy
you were.
lizard.
I thought you were gonna let Mirek go eat dog.
Mhm.
Yeah, dog feast for everyone. Okay.
So is there a kennel here in Bernchander?
Yeah, yeah. There's a shop that actually has breeds of dogs and mounts that you can get.
Oh,
Shouldn't
shit.
be a problem because you can also end up getting axe beaks as well. So if you didn't want to do the dog sled route, you could do axe beaks as riding mounts.
Oh, that sounds badass.
What is an axe beak?
Chocobo.
Chocobo with
Okay,
a
A
like a
chocobo?
axe with an axe like beak.
Can they attack?
They can.
You just be riding on it and be like, do 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 do.
Mm-hmm. Chocobo!
So, looking at the wares that they have, a sled dog is about 50 gold a piece, and they can pull 360 pounds. So easily with a group of dogs, you're going to be able to pull a laden sled with a gear and probably a couple people on it. You could also buy another sled for 20 gold. So if you guys wanted to kind of use them as full travel ability, I guess you can
Can you
do that
daisy
as
chain
well.
sleds together?
Not, I mean, maybe. Usually you get a group of dogs and a group of sleds, but I mean, you could certainly try whatever you'd like to do. If you want to try to semi sleds and do
How are
that,
we gonna take care of these dogs?
you can get feed and stuff for them here. Basically, meat provisions, dried meats and things like that they'll eat. So you'll have to load them up and you could keep all that stuff on the sled itself.
So a dog is 50.
Mm-hmm.
How many dogs do we need for one sled?
I thought it was
The Garrett had 6 on his. It depends on how much you want to load up.
And how much are the chocobos?
Yeah.
The chocobos are. Let me pull this up here. The axe beaks are 50 gold
That's it?
for those. So pretty much the same price. Basically, they can run across the snow. It has wide feet, so it doesn't sneak into the snow. Basically, they have built-in snowshoes. They come with saddles.
How much would the sled be if we sold that?
Your sled, like 10 gold.
you
Okay.
don't want to sell the sled.
Well, if we want to get the
I don't want a stupid chocobo. I want a sled.
Why do you want a sled when you have a chocobo?
Because I can drive a sled.
with an axe on its face.
Drive a chocobo.
We can all drive our chocobos.
You guys get chocobos. I'll get a sled.
That doesn't make any sense. Yours costs way
Yeah,
more.
we could both have it. Yeah.
Who said
So
you
they
could drive
carry.
a sled anyway?
Yeah, they do carry as much as a mule does. So they can carry some weight. Not as much as a sled dog and a full sled. You can load up a bunch more stuff. Traveling basically on dog sled, it basically doubles your speed. So you can do like on average on road travel. Normally you get like half a mile per hour. You can get like a mile per hour, but the dogs do need to have a rest time. So after so much travel, they will have to take a break.
Mm-hmm. What about the chocobos travel time?
Chocobos don't have to rest usually as long because they're not pulling a heavy weight sled. Again, and they can be used as basically battle mounts. So they have an AC of 11, 19 hit points. Their travel speed is 50 feet, so they are kind of quick. Their
And we get
weak
armor
attack
for them.
+5 and a 1d8 +2 slashing.
It sounds way better than dogs, Nate. I don't know what you're on about, dude.
Sounds
Well,
like
you guys get
that's-
axe beaks, and I'll get a dog.
You'll get a single dog.
Well, we're gonna be
That's
faster.
enough to
full
pull
sled.
me. We can pull me.
I doubt it.
That's
So
what,
for I mean, you could try to double up, have 2 of you on an axe beak, but you probably won't be able to carry as much gear with it.
no. Can I? So, how many dogs are required to make a sled move?
Let me see here.
Can we
Probably
attach
the what?
the sled to the axe beaks, maybe? And
Yeah, they're not necessarily made for it, so you probably won't make as much speed as dogs on sled or axe beak without sled.
okay.
So
You can do
yeah.
that.
Yeah, so
Well-
the sled dogs have to take a short rest after pulling for like an ooh, that's gross. Must take a short rest after pulling a sled for an hour. I'm gonna say that's a heavily loaded sled, not just a normal sled, because that's dumb.
So, regardless, we only have 377 gold. So that's like 50 gold a person.
I mean, I have gold I didn't put in the
gold on my
bag.
person. I mean, I guess I could add my gold to the party.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't think we're going to be able to increase our speed regardless, because somebody's going to be without a mount, or the dog sled won't be able to pull as much.
Well, it's 50 gold. I have enough to buy my own mount.
Right, but not everybody will have a mount.
Well, we have 377 in the party.
Right. It's
So I'm gonna say that if you at least have, if you want to make good speed on a sled, you're probably gonna need 4 dogs. But I will say if you want to equal your speed, but basically increase your carry weight, you can do it with 2.
We have exactly enough gold for everyone to have a mount. Because 377 divided by how many party members we have leaves us 53 gold per person.
yeah.
Yeah, that's enough for everyone to have a mount.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But not if Nate wants a sled. We can't do both, is what I'm saying.
Well, I guess it could be if somebody doesn't want an axe beak and they would rather have a pet dog instead, or basically it's a wolf. If a couple of you get those, you can attach it to the sled and pull a sled right on the sled. The other ones can ride. So
How much
whatever you guys want
for
to
the
do.
dogs again?
I can sled with Nate. That's fine.
They're all each mount a sled dog, which is basically a wolf, or the axe beak are both 50 gold.
Oh, and he would need 2, so he would need 100 gold.
Merrick wants dog.
Well, I can. Well, hold up. I have how much gold do I have? We're just gonna completely go broke making this happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth.
Yeah, we can just wait until after we do another quest, and then we'll have plenty.
Or we can just get like 3 dogs now and then have them pull our loot.
Right.
We won't go any faster, but we'll be able to carry more things.
Right. We'll get more. It's a money-making investment.
I can. Okay, yes, but I can buy an extra dog, so that would be 2 dogs for Nate, and then everybody else could have mounts.
Why don't we just get like 4 dogs and call it done?
And one axe beak to be different.
Yeah, they have saddles, so they can carry decent trophies as well.
Whatever. I don't really care.
All right. So in the chat, go ahead and type dog if you want to get a dog, or axe if you want to get a axe beak. And then we'll just do it that way. Because you already have a sled.
Which chat?
In our normal group here. Okay.
Come on, Eric.
The
Make
pressure.
this
I mean, we'll just do that for now. Yes,
Hey.
because I could always get my own anyways at any point.
I mean, we could get just 2 axes and enough dogs.
Yeah, so what's faster, like, one person on an axe? Is that faster than a dog sled?
It'll keep up with a dog sled, but if you're carrying a bunch of weight, the sled's gonna be able to carry more weight faster than just an axe beak.
And the dogs have to rest longer?
Yeah, because if they're pulling, I'm gonna say if they're pulling a heavy sled, they will have to rest more. But for normal travel, just for you guys, if you're going light, I'm not gonna do that. It's kind of silly.
So we could use the axes to scout, maybe.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go ahead and remove that gold from wherever you're going to remove it from, whether it's a party loot or not. So we're going to have 4 wolves and 2 axe beaks.
I deleted 300 from the group gold.
Okay.
Warg Riders.
But 4 of us can't ride on the sled, so some of us are walking anyway.
For now, yeah.
I think. Did you not say we could double up on the axes and we'll just slow them down a little bit? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. If you guys, I'm not going to be like, well, somebody has to walk. That's fine. Yeah, the axe beak. If you don't have a like 400 pounds of booty, then some of you can double up on an axe beak or whatever you want to do. That's not a big deal.
I don't want to do that to an axe beak.
I mean,
It may like it. You don't know.
That's a lot of booty.
I mean, take 10 minutes and ask it.
I will ask it. You have to think of every animal you create as another NPC, Matt.
Oh, I know. The last time I ran this, the other group never got any mounts
Oh.
because they everything they had. They tried to have some horses and they all got murdered within like 20 minutes.
Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah. So you know how that stuff goes.
Yeah. Okay, so with that figured out, finally, we're gonna head down towards East Haven.
Well, hold on now, Emery. We gotta name them.
A lot of new animals to name.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we need to swing by the other
Well-
town real fast so we can drop off this corpse.
Oh yeah, we should have dropped that off. Like, oh, that's
if-
Argos, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can go up to Targos and take care of that.
Yeah. So that'll take a couple hours to do.
Yep. So it is, just so your knowledge, it's about 6 hours from Burnshander to Goodmead. So if you wanted to, you guys could get to Goodmead by this evening. If you go up to Targos and back, it'll be basically the next day.
What about East Haven?
East Haven, let me see here, is about 8 hours away. Sorry, you guys have mounts now. Goodmead will be 3 hours. East Haven will be 4 hours. Targos is 2 hours round trip. So now you guys have mounts. So your speed is doubled.
So we have time to run to Targos and make it to East Haven.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I will say that you, with the mounts, you have enough time to go to the. If some of you wanted to leave and go to Targos, your whole group doesn't have to go, but you can if you want to. You guys can run up to Targos, back, and then get to Goodmead by nightfall.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Talk and Garn can take the body
Yep.
while we argue about axe beaks back here.
No, you
Oh,
argue
you
about
guys-
naming them.
You guys are taking bodies here, over here or something?
Yeah,
Taking the Dwager.
Oh,
Leader
to
bump.
show him your captain
Yeah.
or whatever.
So is it just you two heading out?
yes,
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys can head out easy enough to Targos. And who you want to talk to? You want to talk to your captain? Is that where you're going to
Yeah.
go?
Yeah.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Are you guys loyal to this guy?
We have a president.
For now.
Well, it's our boss.
What's your boss?
Should we be getting paid for this?
You know that most of your things in Targos are paid to by. I mean, you have your normal income that you get, but mostly favors. And so, if you want to try to
Not
move
being murdered.
up, yeah.
Mhm.
So Scath is your military leader. So you guys, I'm assuming, are going to head in with a body covered.
Nah, we don't want to freak everyone out. It's secrets.
Ah, boys, you're back. What
Yeah.
good news do you have for me today?
Well, we have news. So we found the Dwagar.
Did you now?
Yeah, they had a fortress up on the northeast side of Kelvin's Cairn. So,
Interesting. He pulls out a map and
yeah, and I'll point out where it was. It looked pretty built up. Big stone bunker, drawbridge inside the gates, some prison cells.
interesting.
Yep.
So is there much benefit to check that out now?
Well,
Or
I
is it,
mean,
did you guys take care of everything?
we took care of everything. We brought one back for you just in case anyone needed some proof or anything. He's
Very
on
pleased.
He's on our sled, covered up. That was the leader one, and we found a note,
Nota.
and I'll share with him what the note said. The brother in East Haven or whatever.
East Haven, huh?
Yep.
Interesting. Maybe use that to our advantage. Did you get a chance to talk to any of these Duragar, whatever you call them?
Not so much. They had some sort of zombie ogre. Figured it was better to. I mean, if you got somebody who can talk to the dead, here's his body. But we didn't have a chance to do any sort of interrogation.
It's interesting work. Very pleased.
Yeah.
I'm sure Meredith will be very happy with this information.
Yep.
Anything else you have found? Maybe anything interesting with your companions?
No, they're still pretty solid people. No issues. We recovered the stolen items that the stinkers were stealing from people and returned those.
Have our guys keep a watchful eye to see if there's any more things that end up disappearing.
They really like going invisible, so
It is
gotta watch
problematic for sure.
footprints. Yeah.
Well, definitely
Yep.
appreciate it. Well,
We're gonna head off to another investigation about the mead before that starts becoming a problem.
okay. He throws you a very light sack of coin.
Okay.
Nice work, boys.
Thank you.
Okay. And you guys transfer the body over and head on back to Burnchender and meet up your three friends. The sack had 2 platinum pieces in it.
Nice.
You got some PP.
Nice.
How much is PP per gold?
10 gold.
10 gold? Okay.
So it's 20
But-
gold.
Yeah, that's easy to conceal.
Mm-hmm. So is that
Seal your PP.
That was 1 PP for me and 1 PP for Eric?
Yep.
We didn't both get 2 PPs?
No, you just got your PPs are run in the same bag together. They're touching.
Okay. I mean, it's not the first time.
Nah.
Guardhouse.
Yeah, guys.
Happened to all of us.
You've been very close for a long time. That's what happened.
I have added
So-
1 PP.
All right. So you guys, you are heading over to Goodmead, correct?
I thought we were going to East Haven.
East Haven.
Or are you going to East Haven?
yeah.
You're going to East Haven?
Think
Okay.
so.
I didn't know whether you're doing the Goodmead quest
oh.
or the East Haven
Follow.
following up on
Yeah, I think we're
the
following up on the.
Well,
Well, yeah, it depends on what you want to do.
whatever you guys want to do. It is your call.
I mean,
I would want to keep up on the sleeve while it's hot, but that's just me. But I'm easy either way.
Yeah, I don't care either way. I did just tell my commander we were going to Goodmead.
I mean, I
We can
don't let
switch
that
that
stop
then.
you.
Right.
Yeah, you guys can.
So it doesn't matter to me either way. We can kill dwarves or go find whatever's fucking up the mead.
Was it like a giant down in Goodmead or something?
So you are not beholden to either of those things. So the Goodmead thing was a rumor, so you never told anybody that you accepted that quest. And then the only thing with the East Haven that you have found so far was that note. And then that's the same town you heard about some wizard being caught.
so I would say let's go stop off at Goodmead first, and then let Matt prep.
I was gonna do it raw, but yeah, we can do that. East Haven's a big ass town, so I'm not gonna be upset if I have more time to prep. Several storylines are gonna be happening there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sounds
let's,
good.
let's go to.
Well,
let's go
to be fair, it's already 9.
yeah.
So I would say we probably won't get into the meat until next time anyway. So Either one. Either one I'm fine with. Whether you want to go to Goodmead and do that quest to get the mead flowing, or if you wanted to go to East Haven and look into that frozen fairy situation.
Well, I mean, honestly, hard route would follow the lead that we're on.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. So,
But it's up to you guys.
if anybody has any problems going to Goodmead. Okay.
Wait, the one that we're
East
on
Haven.
would be East Haven.
Oh, East Haven. Okay.
Right.
East Haven. Okay. All right. So you guys set on, not that familiar with your new mounts and the speed at which you can travel. You guys make record time getting to East Haven with only 4 hours, a little under 4 hours. I'm curious, who's all riding the Axe Beaks and who's all sled mountain? Because there can be 2 people in the sled and 1 driving.
How raw is my ass,
And then-
Matt?
Are you riding?
I was riding, yeah.
Actually, the saddles that they're on are fairly comfortable. They're made for long distance travel. They're usually covered with heavy blankets to help keep you warm. So actually, not raw at all. You feel your ass, and you're like it feels more plump than it was before.
Nice.
It was a nice
Well-
downy ride.
Comfy ride.
We're not everybody's gonna fit on the sled.
So who's gonna go? Who's sharing an axe beak?
Get ride with me.
I was gonna drive the sled.
I was gonna drive the sled.
You want to take dice for it?
I'll just tell the dogs to.
Oh, tricky cheater.
I'll ride with Mira on an axe beak.
Okay. All right.
Make her look like a little kid riding in front of Dad.
Oh, yep.
So you guys head over to East Haven. So a different site, of course. You guys are used to Targos and Bernshender, both cities with a walled, fortified fence. East Haven, however, does not afford that level of comfort. There is no outside wall. It is a large town that it is kind of nestled against Lake Dinishir, which is the very, very large lake, the lake that's shared with some of the other towns. Let me throw this here.
Not as prosperous as the other towns we've been to.
It is the 3rd largest town. Maybe not as rich as some of the other ones, but it is still a comfortable place. It is a bustling city. You don't have any issues getting supplies or gear here as anywhere else. So as you guys approach the main east way, which is where you're coming from, the left side of that map, through the main town center towards the town hall. It is slow to or almost close to evening time. As you guys are approaching up, you see almost a commotion near the town center as there's a large crowd of people gathering.
Shall we approach?
Slowly walk up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to leave things at the stables? Like, is
They
there?
do have stables. You can easily do that. I'm not going to worry about charging you guys for room or board because that's just more micromanagement I don't care about doing.
Okay.
So if
So
you guys
can
want to
we-
park your stuff will be safe.
Okay. We'll park the sleds and the mounts. And
Okay.
then head into town.
I'm steep
Okay.
like an iron beak.
Can
Iron
we hear like any music or anything coming from where all that motion's coming from?
There's no music. It's actually almost an eerie quiet. There's just a murmur of the crowd. So this crowd has gathered in front of town hall. And it appeared from those, as you kind of maneuver around to see, there is a large pole stuck into the ground with a whole bunch of firewood underneath it.
Oh, they're gonna burn somebody.
Yeah, it appears to be some sort of execution. Now, you all know that there are sacrifices in some of the large towns, but the sacrifices aren't by burning. The sacrifices here is they send somebody out in the wilderness to disappear. So this process you are not that familiar with.
Maybe it's some sort of punishment.
Didn't we hear about a rogue wizard? A witch, perhaps?
Whew, I'm a rogue fighter. Did you not like that?
So, how close do you guys want to get to the scene? Do you want to get a good visibility, or do you want to kind of stay out of the way?
Let's get some good visibility.
Okay. You guys easy enough to those who would like to approach up to see. You see a group of town's militia that are kind of still assembling this piece. You get the feeling that it's going to be a evening celebration of some sort or a spectacle. So they are still in the process of getting everything set up. You see a woman standing off kind of near the guard, but kind of near the crowd in a really large black leather trench coat with a fur-lined hood. Appears to be some sort of commander that is issuing orders to the militia. And if you'd like to talk to any of the townsfolk, you may as well if you want to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll just kind of wander over and, what's this about?
Ah, yes. They say there's a wizard that they're going to burn. I guess he was caught murdering people. Some do-gooders that are, trying to make the world a better place for no coin. Yeah. Yes. Apparently, this wizard, he keeps calling him that. I don't believe it. Murdered these people, and he was caught. So they are going to burn him at the stake. Usually they don't burn people, but they say wizards are very dangerous. Have you ever met a wizard?
Can't say that I have.
Why would
Yeah,
a wizard murder do-gooders?
What? Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can only assume that those do-gooders were, taking his money. I don't know. Or perhaps he was doing us all a favor, maybe. Or wizards are evil. I don't know. Are you here for the show then? Should be pretty interesting.
When is the show gonna be?
Oh, he kind of looks up at the sky. Oh, half hour or so maybe. They should bring him out and start this whole thing.
Do they know this fella's name?
Let me see. The Zan, yes.
Kazan?
The Zan, I think. Wizards have dumb names, so they're hard to say. You want a sandwich? I got some of my sandwich left. He kind of holds you a half-eaten sandwich.
No. Do you also have a possum? Is your name Skunk?
Wait, what? Possum? Ooh, that would be good in a sandwich. Do you have a possum? Are you selling?
No.
Oh,
Have you had a
here
trial
you are
for this
getting my
wizard?
hopes up. Do what? A trial?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they already had one in the town hall. That's what was the speaker and that woman over there. And he points to the one in the black trench coat. Captain Argalath. Yes, she is very focused on the law. I'm sure she'd obeyed by the proper rules, for sure. She may have more information, but she doesn't like me.
I assume she's military.
Yes. Can't you tell? Look how straight she stands.
Very straight.
No slouch at all. Never done a real day's work. Mm. Do you have any money?
I'm gonna give. I'll give him a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I knew we were friends.
If you have any news, come tell us.
Yes, definitely. Where should I find you?
I'll be around.
Be around. Got you. All right. I'll go find it right now.
Okay.
And he kind of scuttles through the crowd.
You got any money?
Yo, can I borrow $5?
The random delay and silence is what really got me. Just
Yeah.
All right. So as the evening continues, you see militia members coming out of the town speaker with lit torches.
Do we know where this guy's being held at?
Likely in the town hall, which is just right outside. So this is like right out front of the town hall.
So,
If you like to go into the town hall, you can.
Should we go ask that captain what's going on, or no?
Sure.
I was asking out of character.
Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Are you going to go up and talk to the captain?
I think we should, but that's just me.
go for it.
Think so?
Sounds like Garn's doing it.
Okay.
All right. Garm. So you're going to go approach this woman. How tall are you, Garm?
Let's see. I think he's like 5'11" or something.
Okay. As you confidently approach this woman, you notice that she's quite a bit taller than you. She's about 6'6".
Jesus.
As you kind of go up and you her very well, as you look at her clothing, very well maintained. It's worn, but very well taken care of. So you stand near this woman. What do you want to say?
Excuse me, miss.
Yes, citizen. What can I do for you?
Sorry, we were just coming into town here. We're kind of wondering what all the hubbub was about.
You were here for the execution. This Dazan has been tried and found guilty of murdering a small group of adventurers. They were apparently trying to uncover some plot. Apparently there's been a group of fishermen that have been missing, and they went to investigate to do the town a favor. And this wizard here murdered them all. At least that's what our documents show.
How gruesome.
Quite so. Most of the corpses were burned. So we figured it was a fitting justice to do the same to them.
Did he say why he decided to do it?
Couldn't get much word out of him. He didn't disagree or argue with the fact, but he didn't offer any insight.
So he had nothing to say in his defense?
Not a thing. Kind of suspicious, huh?
That's very strange. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't quite get your name there. Maybe I missed it.
No harm. Captain Argalath.
Argalath.
Nice to meet you. You are?
Name's Garm.
Looking for service to East Haven? We could use a few more good men.
Actually, yeah, we're looking to find some work here.
Good. Will you be around tomorrow then? I may have some extra work.
You should be, yeah.
Meet me at the town hall in the morning. Perhaps after this thing is dealt with tonight, you could take over where the other adventurers kind of perished, so to speak, to figure out what is going on with these missing people.
It would be an honor in their memory to avenge them any way we can.
Very well. You, sir, make a good impression. But it is about time, so please stand back with the crowd.
Good luck to you.
You see as more guard member come out, and they are escorting a slender man, kind of lightish skin, wearing dark red robes. He is bound by chains around his waist, and his arms are bound, and they're kind of leading him over to where this pillar of wood is. They bring him up, and you hear the crowd is kind of hear some of them yell and curse this individual, but a lot of them are just watching, curious. As they go to tie this person up, you see that Captain Argalath gets up on stage. Citizens of East Haven, what we are about to do does not bring me joy, but justice needs to be done for those that have been lost. This individual has been found guilty of murder and possible exploitation of innocent people. Therefore, it has been chosen to be burned at the stake as retribution for the crimes. If any of you do disagree, please speak now. And there's a slight murmur in the crowd, but no one speaks up unless you are going to.
Literally no reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You
He's got a
see
nice robe on.
she kind of nods to the guards, and you see a group of 6 guards approach and light this straw and then wood, and it starts as a slow fire and then raises to a crescendo as it starts to rise up past the body of this robed individual. It's a little unnerving.
The flame cleanses.
As the fire erupts, there is no noise uttered from the person that is being burned.
Oh, that's terrifying.
There's no struggle. There's no scream as they are engulfed in flames. And you can see as people start to move closer, and you notice that it's not necessarily out of curiosity. It is to take advantage of the massive amount of heat that is emanating from this burned pile of wood. You know, wood is a very rare commodity here.
He just had to ask.
30 minutes go by as the body, the fires diminish, the charred corpse kind of stuck to the wood, head bowed.
So,
And as the fire diminishes, people start to leave the area.
all the townsfolk didn't really care too much. They just kind of wanted some heat.
I don't know. You only talked to one.
Well, it's a shame those people had to die. I mean, that they died.
Yeah.
Not that
Do you say that around anybody else, or are you guys off together?
I mean, I'll just say that it's a shame that those people died. Shame that there's a murderer and that retribution had to come, but it comes full circle.
There is a younger man that's kind of in earshot of you. He kind of looks over at you. We get enough death out here as it is. It's kind of sad when those of our town go missing. Even worse when we have to punish someone. I don't know why they didn't just keep him locked up and just use him as a sacrifice for the town here in a couple days. But we lost 4 fishermen because of him.
Do you think that
Well,
the sacrifice of a criminal would be accepted?
I don't know, honestly. I've heard rumors about those who are sent off into the wilderness. None of them are good. It almost seems like they're doing him a favor by not letting him go. Perhaps they're too much of a risk. I don't know how dangerous these wizard people are. But I mean, we lost fishermen about 10 days ago. We had a small party that went out to go find them, and based on reports, they ran into this individual, and only one group came out alive. So and that was him.
Who reports from who?
You know, that's kind of a weird thing. I haven't heard where the reports came from. Kind of suspicious.
Maybe.
But my name's Jobin, by the way.
Oh, hi, Jobin. I'm Hard Root.
Root?
Jobin.
You all from here?
I'm like an 8-foot tall mountain man.
Yeah, he's just staring at you.
Up from Lonely Woods is where I'm from.
Lonelywood. Ah.
No.
Never been. Heard it's a nice town.
It's not bad.
I heard the forests are really nice, though.
It's my home, yeah. So have you never met this wizard before this?
Oh, no. I usually keep to myself.
Never seen him in town or anything?
Oh, no. I've never seen him. I usually more focused on just fishing and trying to keep people fed.
So he was a relative newcomer?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I've heard rumors that they were possibly from out east in the tundra, but no one goes out there. There's nothing out there.
And what about these adventurers? Do you know where they're from?
You know, I'm not quite sure. I saw them, I think, maybe a couple weeks ago. Not built like you all, but armored as much as you.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're the similar, or are you militia from another town? He's kind of looking at all of you.
Little bit.
Yeah, somewhat.
Oh, yeah. We don't. Most town folk are not so well armored or well off, but they came in with shiny armor a couple 10 days ago and talking to the town speaker. I don't know if they're doing odd jobs or what, but I never got to talk to them. Again, got a fish.
So they went to go. They went up looking for some lost fishermen or something.
Yeah, so there was reports that 2 boats of fishermen went missing. They traveled south along the coastline and usually keep an eyesight of each other. I don't know why they would have gone off so far out of sight, but
So it was storming or
apparently they
something?
did. They don't think so, but there's somebody higher up thinks that they may have been tricked, or maybe they were up to no good. We don't know. You know how town folk talk.
Yep.
Some of them keep saying that they had a stash of treasure hidden somewhere, and they're going off to get that. Others say they found a windfall of fish, and they're gonna basically set themselves up for months of no work. It's hard to say for sure.
You said this was south along the shore?
Yeah. That's over, and he kind of points off in that direction. It's kind of far out. It's usually not safe out there.
What's out there?
Don't know. Not very many fish, at least we have heard.
Yeah.
Most of the fish are in the center, but if they were out that far, there must be something interesting there. But I have no interest in it. Don't want to risk my life for that.
Is most of the lake frozen besides like a little, or is it all?
Yeah, most of the lake is indeed frozen. Pretty much if you look around where the name is at, that's kind of like the open water, but it's like quite a bit miles around of the lake are frozen before you get out. So you usually see, and you guys have seen this in the Mare Doolin as well, that they have to drag boats far away to get to the water. They start setting up temporary docks so you don't have to carry boats as far.
So just so I understood that, the adventurers had something going on out on this edge of the lake.
Rumor has it, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But now they're dead,
They're dead.
and the wizard is dead,
I mean, the wizard
and
is dead.
nobody.
And the fishermen are missing. Yep.
And the fish. Oh, they're still missing.
Yeah, they're missing. They don't know if they're dead. They're probably dead. Everybody's probably dead.
Mm-hmm. More than likely, yeah. Probably
Well,
frozen.
Quite a mystery we got here.
It was nice talking to you all, but it's time to head in. Curfew and all.
Oh, there's a curfew?
After dark, we don't usually like to stay out. The guard patrol's heavy, and most of us can't afford to drink late anyway, so.
What do you think of this captain? Sorry, I don't interrupt you there.
Oh, the captain?
Yeah.
I've never heard bad things, but other than don't get in her way. If you obey the law, then you're fine. But she does have a firm hand on justice in East Haven for sure. Not as shady as like those folks from Targos.
Yeah, that's true.
That place is corrupt, I tell you.
I'll be picking a fingernail with a dagger.
I've heard many of
And
people
then I'm
go
gonna
there
eat
and
it.
disappear. Well, you all have a good night now.
Yes, you
Thank
as
you.
well.
Yep.
Jobin.
And kind of heads off towards one of the houses.
Mm-hmm. So it's about nighttime now?
It's about nighttime right now, yep.
Okay. So then we should probably find some, like an inn or something to go to for the evening, and then go to the Frozen Ferry next day tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do the Frozen Ferry next day to follow that investigation. And then if you wanted to, Garm has a date or meet up with the guard lady in the morning if he was interested in that avenue.
Mm-hmm.
So to find a place to sleep, like a popular inn that you, as you're looking around, the White Lady is a very popular tourist attraction. Likely have a decent number of rooms.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's go to the White Lady.
Go get inside the White Lady.
Go get in that White Lady.
It is also only a couple blocks from where you're at, and it's actually within eyesight of the ferry.
Hmm.
So kind of a perfect little spot for you guys.
Nice.
Weird. Kind of like it's set up that way.
Who knows?
So is the frozen ferry just like a what is it? Is it like an actual ferry or what?
I mean, as you guys get over to the White Lady, there is a large ferry that is just frozen in the ice.
Okay.
It's a fairly large ship, larger than you see most of the fishing vessels. It looks like it was like a transportation or some type of a cargo ship that got stuck here.
How far out is it in the ice?
It's actually on the pier. It's like frozen
okay.
in next to the pier, so it's not
Gotcha.
actually out into the water. Yeah, it was kind of not taken care of, and it just froze in place.
What is the wet trout?
Wet Trout is actually a tavern.
Oh,
I think I'd rather
Time,
go,
that's
to
what
the,
it is.
go to the
The
white
white-
lady than
The Wet Trout. You notice they're not next to each other because that would be
Yeah.
weird. Yeah. All right. So you guys walk into this white painted building. It kind of stands out. It kind of blends with the snow, actually. You think this probably would have been a nice sight before all the snow and ice came down. Now it just kind of blends in. So you walk in and you notice it's musty. It appears that all the windows have been shut for too long. Need to air this place out. But it appears to be a nice place. There's a group of tables over in the corner. There's looks like there's a small halfling telling a story. A bunch of people kind of all around, just kind of being caught by whatever story this person is telling. Um,
Can we flag someone down and
yeah.
like
You flag down this younger girl, probably 15 or so. Ah, hello, sirs, madams. What can I do for you?
do you have drinks and food?
Yes. Evening meals about on. Here. And she kind of leads you over to a table enough to fit all of you there.
Okay. I'll sit at the table.
We don't have much. We have fish stew tonight. It's usually what we have every night, but hey,
Yeah.
what can you do? Are
Sounds
you here for the show?
show? What show?
Oh, Ronaldo, he's doing a seance tonight.
Hmm.
Is that
I
the
think
halfling over there?
Yeah, that's him. You know him? Heard he's pretty popular.
A seance?
A what?
A seance?
Yeah, a seance. Okay. So he keeps telling everybody he's gonna summon the White Lady. I don't believe it. I've been here a couple years and never seen anything. I think it's all rumors. But he thinks he can summon this ghost.
For what purpose?
Good question. Not quite sure. Money, I'm assuming.
Why would you disturb the dead?
Maybe he's just lonely and wants a girlfriend.
You know, it's probably because of treasure. You know how it always is.
The dead have no treasures for the living.
Well, not anymore.
Hmm.
It's probably with her husband. So the White Lady, are you from here?
I just kind of look at her. I'm an 8.
I'm taking that as a no.
He's not. No. What's the story of the white lady?
So the White Lady, many years ago, was the wife of a local fisherman, very prominent. Rumor was this guy had a huge treasure on his boat. He always kept locked and away from everybody, always out in the middle of the lake. Never got too far, but always kept it away. We think he was a pirate of some sort. Well, what happened, or what had happened, was that the ship disappeared one night, probably sank. And in distraught, the wife took her own life as her husband went missing, perhaps with other gold and jewels and finery and everything else in the bottom of the lake. And every summer, the young boys used to try to swim down to the bottom, but the lake's too deep. But anyway, this Ronaldo over there thinks that he can summon the White Lady and find the secrets and figure out where this treasure is and be rich.
Hmm.
Do we
But,
overhear
you know.
him tell the story or no?
You'd have to get a bit closer to it.
Be closer to it.
When is he to do this seance?
After main dinner, so probably about an hour or so. He rented a back room to do the seance because he needs a private space. So
Is he
if you're
charging?
gonna do it, yeah, I think he's charging.
Okay.
I mean, everybody charges, but
Yeah.
if you do keep an eye on your coins, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Let me go get your food. Hang on. And she kind of rushes out back. After a few minutes, she approaches back with a tray full of steaming soup and some small mugs.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Do
hope you enjoy, and if you need a room, just let me
Yeah.
know.
I do believe we'll need a room for the night. Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. How many rooms? We have 2 available. It's a busy night.
I mean, I'll sleep outside.
So no room for you then?
I'll be okay.
How
Okay.
many beds per room?
2 beds per room.
I can sleep on the floor.
You're sleeping outside. You're sleeping on a floor in the room or outside somewhere.
In the room.
Okay. So do you guys want 2 rooms?
Yeah, let's just get 2.
Okay. All right. All right. It'll be silver for both rooms. I can add it to your tab.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So you guys are sitting over the corner enjoying your hot steaming fish stew, mug of cold ale, getting your room set up for tonight, and that's where we're going to call it tonight.
Do they have cats?
Cats?
I'm going to ask her if they have cats. Do you have cats?
Like pets? I don't own any pets.
Just cats coming and going.
I think there's a couple mousers around, but is that what you mean? We don't really
Yeah.
have mice problems here. Yeah,
I was wondering. Thank you.
of course. All right. So we will pick up next time to see whether how the rest of your evening goes, and then what your tomorrow festivities look like. All right. So you guys get to figure out what you're gonna do. You're gonna look for treasure. Going to try to get a job from the captain lady. Gonna visit a seance. Gonna go check out our frozen ferry. Got a lot to do.
A lot of choices.
Are we
A lot of choices.
are we voting again?
No. No need to vote. I will prep all of it.
All right.
I just may drink a lot. Yeah,
That's
I will. Yep. I will work on getting all that stuff ready for next time. So whatever thing you'd like to do, we'll have it ready for you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.